Wheel it. All right, so we are here. I know I have not been here in a long time. Like my face. You haven't seen my face in a minute. It's okay. But we are here today to talk about DoorDash. I want to get right into it. I don't want to get all into the semantics. But anyway. All right, so with DoorDash, I have my phone and I'm going to look at some things. And I'm going to talk to you guys about what DoorDash is about. Sorry about my audio, because I've been going back and forth with my audio. I don't know what is wrong, but I probably need a microphone, even though this is fairly new. It's okay. But anyway. Alright, so anyway, DoorDash. So basically, you guys know that I'm a DoorDash driver. If you do not know, now you know. Okay, I'm a DoorDash driver. I've been doing DoorDash for probably about a month or two, and I just started. And basically, DoorDash is where you deliver, food and or probably grocery items here and there. But I do not do that because I do have another app that I do work on, but I'm not going to talk about it here. I don't want to mix and mingle the two. We're talking about DoorDash here. And so basically, I just basically do the food. When a delivery does pop up for groceries, Charmaine's not doing it. Okay? I'm sorry, DoorDash, but no. Okay, because no, when I see 54 items, no, it's cool. But I like that you told me how many items it was so I could prepare myself. But at the end of the day, that's what I mean. All right, so anyway, I digress. But yeah, so anyway. So basically, DoorDash is basically where you deliver food. You get tips if you can, because some people do not give you tips. I know it's the pandemic. We in a struggle because, everybody is struggling. Mostly everybody is struggling. I don't want to say everybody, but I understand. But, it's like, dang, especially if I have to do, a whole bunch of stuff with the instructions. But I will have DoorDash story times later on, but not in this video. I'll probably touch on some, but to go into depth into some, I will do a separate video on that. Okay. All right. So basically, you guys, I've been doing DoorDash and I've been being safe and things of that sort. I've been being safe and, things of that sort. DoorDash is basically, you drive your own vehicle. I'm not sure if they provide you with a vehicle if you don't have one. I believe so. There's certain apps that do that, but you do have to pay, like you're paying a car note type deal. But I don't know if DoorDash does that. All right. So basically, you're delivering food to people's houses, apartments, and things of that sort. Okay. So basically, so with DoorDash, okay, so you go into the app and you basically sign up. Sign up is quick. I don't know what it was when people first signed on and stuff like that, whatever the case is, but you're hired automatically. It's like, boom, you're hired. They do a background check, whatever that goes through, you Gucci or whatever the case is. So there's no type of waiting process or anything. You're a dasher. Right when you make your account, you're a dasher. Your background check comes back in 2 seconds and you're Gucci, okay? So anyway, so once that is done, you have to get the app, whatever like that, sign in, all that good stuff. And then you click on the app and then it's coming up. So you wait till it loads. So I'm waiting till it loads right now because I just want to see the prompts here, okay, whatever the case is. And surprisingly, today after Thanksgiving, there's some high peaks in, getting food. I guess people don't want to do the leftovers from Thanksgiving. And I guess people just don't celebrate Thanksgiving. And so it's just like, whatever. Because it's very busy. Okay, yesterday it was, but I guess everybody like, nah, we not about to do leftovers. Okay, that was just one day only. Okay, a lot of people was tired of it. Okay, but anyway, I digress. All right, so you're gonna click. So it's gonna say dash now. Okay, so it's gonna I'm probably going to screenshot or whatever. I don't know because it's showing on my towns. But it's going to say dash now. And it says, where your starting point is. And then everything might be in the red or gray depending upon if there are any busy areas. It's going to say busy, very busy, and stuff like that. You click on the 3 slits at the top. It's going to say dash, schedule, earnings, ratings, account details, red card, settings, and log out. Once you click schedule, if you want to schedule stuff, you can. Usually when you click on the dash button, sometimes if it's not busy, they will say, would you like to schedule for a later date? For a later time. It's going to be busy like around 5 o'clock, or sometimes they'll just say a later time. So you go into the schedule and you schedule yourself. I know one time I scheduled myself, but it's like, it's not necessary to do that. So you don't have to do that. That's only optional if you want to. So you could, be one of the dashers. Because sometimes when you in your dash or something like that, or before you dash, sometimes there's a lot of dashes on the road. So it won't say dash now because there's a lot of dashes on the road. So you just have to wait until, someone ends their dash or they pause their dash or whatever the case is. Your earnings, you basically get paid, I believe, every They take the money out every Monday, I believe, and it appears in your account on Tuesday, depending upon the type of bank account that you have. You can either have your bank account set up. You can either get a card or debit card that they have sent to you, so the money could go directly there. Or I believe those are the only options. And if you want to do fast pay, you have to have a bank account. And then the fast pay, they do take out $2. So say if you there's a $2 fee. So say if you do $22 for that shift or whatever, they're going to take the $2. So you're going to basically get 20. So I know it's always a fee for everything, but whatever, I guess, to keep up the app, whatever the case is. So anyway, so once they do that, okay, so you're done with that. Your earnings is whatever you're dashing. So once you so this what I messed up at. Not messed up per se, but I ended my dash by mistake, or I ended it and I was like, oh my goodness, I can't dash them. I thought once you end your dash for that time period, because say once you click on dash now, and then they ask if you got enough gas, and they ask is your phone charged. That's when you first start and you don't have the merchandise. If you have the merchandise, they're gonna ask you if you have the red card. They're gonna ask you if you have any, the bags, the blankets, whatever the case is, the hot food bags and the blankets, whatever the case is. They're gonna ask all that when you get your merchandise. You only get a mask, hand sanitizer, and a hot bag. You don't get the hot blankets. You're gonna have to purchase that on your own. And like a pizza box, they should provide us with pizza boxes as well, like pizza bags as well, because and I had to not when I first started, my mother gave me something that was big enough for a pizza box. Thank God she had that. But for those of you that are just starting, I would say before you get your bag or whatever the case is, just make sure that you probably try to avoid pizza places, because pizza does get cold, and that can lower your ratings, because I wouldn't want nobody delivering me no cold pizza. Okay, so just make sure that you are seeing what place it is. If it's a pizzeria place or whatever, just don't even take it, even though it says whatever, because they probably have a pizza involved. I know pizzerias have Italian, cheeseburgers and cheese steaks and all this stuff, but you don't want to take the chance. Okay, so that's a tip right there. I'm gonna give tips at the end. I'm gonna give tips at the end. Okay, all right, your earnings. So that's your earnings. So basically your base pay is whatever. It depends upon if the peak pay is $1, you get $1 extra. Like when they do the peak pays, that's towards that's around probably lunchtime, and especially at nighttime. And so they'll do the peak pays, just to give you extra money. You'll have the tips, and then make sure also when you first start, make sure you are looking at the details when you click before you click on the order, and that it says DoorDash pay included, because you don't want to. I don't think they send you red card orders because you don't have your red card, because I wasn't seeing it. I think I seen it one time, but I believe I had my red card, but I declined it because it's you have to order the food and then you have to give them the card, and then they swipe the card, but like that, so the money's supposed to be on the card. I really don't want to do that. And also, they have it where you can shop too, go to Walgreens or CVS and stuff like that. But I'd rather just pick up the food and go. It's already paid for. All I gotta do is pick it up, show them that this is for such and such, and I'm out, okay? And then drop it off and I'm Gucci, But 9 times out of 10, if it's something light, and if it's a slow day, and if that pops up and the price is giving me what it's supposed to give, then I'll do it. But other than that, just use your discretion or whatever the case is, okay? All right, so anyway, so the ratings, basically you click on the ratings, and the ratings, it says, it'll tell you your average customer rating. Your acceptance rate is your acceptance rate of you accepting any dash orders. So say if a dash order comes through, you don't want to take it, you decline. They will automatically pause you because you're declining orders back to back. If you let the time run out, because there's a timer, like a 60-second timer, if it's a stacked order, meaning the order is from the same place or in the same vicinity, then it will have more than 60 seconds for you to decline or not, whatever the case is. But if you decline a lot of them, they'll put you on pause, and then you have to resume your dash or whatever the case is. So you can pause your own dash if you have to go to the bathroom, or if it's an emergency or whatever the case is. So you can pause or end your dash at any point in time, even though you set a time, say 5 o'clock, and it's 3 o'clock, and you're oh, I forgot to do something, whatever like that. You can pause it if it take you 30 minutes, because they only pause you for 30 minutes. If not, just end your dash early and you're finished. I don't think that they're going to penalize you for that, because we have lives. Most of us that are doing DoorDash is part-time. It's a side hustle. It is not full-time, but there are some people that do full-time DoorDash, so whatever the case is. But anyway, yeah, so completion rate, meaning that how many orders that you completed. So You can unassign yourself from order. I've done that probably twice. There was one time there was an order I didn't realize. I did a stacked order, and I think it was like about $14. And one order was far, one order was close. And I looked at the other. Let me look at the other order. The order was something, and it said you won't be back within an hour. I was like, you'll be there by. I was like, oh no. So I unassigned from that order, and I kept the other orders. So they were saying, are you sure you're the top dasher? Are you sure? Because you're not gonna get the $14. You'll just get the the one order. That's fine. Okay, whatever the case is. So when you unassign, that's where your percentage rates or whatever the case is. So I'm a completion rate. So just make sure you keep it above 80%, because if you don't, you may be deactivated. Okay, so just make sure you're keeping up with that. Another thing is on time or early. When you are at a restaurant and it's taking longer than probably 10 minutes, you want to make sure, or basically when you get there, so say if it's like 4:40, okay, you get there and they said the order is ready to be picked up at 4:44, okay, so you get there at 4:40, you're there, you're early, so it's like, okay, so 4:44 comes around, 4:45, 46, 47. Okay, so it's like, okay, 5 minutes passed. When it hits 5 minutes for me, I'm going to hit, there's a thing that say what's going on with the restaurant. Is it, they'll give you like choices. Was the line too busy? Did anybody pay attention to you? Or you could write your own thing, or what's going on, or whatever the case is. Once you put that will excuse you, or it'll make some type of excuse for you if you are late to the customer. But also, to cover yourself, also inform the customer that the order was not ready when you got there, when it was supposed to be picked up and stuff like that. So just inform them so they could know, so they're not waiting, because maybe God forbid they're a diabetic, or they need the food right now because they're taking some type of medication or whatever the case is. So you have to think about stuff. That's what I think about. Okay, I don't know what people think. That's what I be thinking about. So, and you want to be considerate, okay? And that's how you get the 5 stars and maybe an extra tip, okay? So you just want to make sure that you are being considerate, and not saying looking for the money, but you're just being considerate because you would want your food to be, you would want somebody to inform you of what's going on. You don't want to be, sitting there like, okay, what's going on with my food? Like, I'm just sitting here, ain't nobody saying nothing, there's no communication, whatever, okay, whatever the case is. So that's it. Then they tell you total lifetime deliveries or whatever the case is. So we're done with that. All right, so now we're going to go back to the menu. Okay, so they got account details. You put in your bank information if you have any bank information. And if you want to put your bank information, if not, you can use their card that they provide for you and stuff like that. The fast pay is only available. You have to do a certain amount of deliveries, I believe, and be on Dash for probably like 2 weeks, I believe the young lady said. And so that's what it is. So then you can't get fast pay for a couple of weeks or maybe 3 weeks or whatever the case is. So set up yourself, like once you right when you because it takes about 7 days to be active or whatever. So right when you get Dash, set up everything, set up fast pay, and you should be good. Okay. The red card, you click on that when you activate the card, or if you lost the card. So you activate the card once you get the red card when you get your merchandise. They haven't, I believe they stopped sending the merchandise right then and there when you sign up. You get the merchandise after you do a few deliveries, I believe, so they can know that you are like about it or you serious, because some people have gotten their merchandise and they have not started their deliveries, so they have DoorDash merchandise and they're not even doing anything. So I bet they lost money, basically. I'm thinking that's in my head. So anyway, so you got settings and log out. Okay, so basically DoorDash, I'm gonna give some tips or whatever the case is. Like I said, you just want to make sure that you are being having that communication with the customer, especially if it's late, if you can't find their house, if you have any type of trouble, getting there, if something happens to your car, God forbid, or to you, God forbid, or whatever the case is, you want to make sure you want to try to keep that contact, okay? If you are unable to get in touch with the customer, you have the DoorDash support, and maybe they could try to contact them, whatever the case is, because there have been some instances where I was unable to get in touch with the customer. And also, there have been times where, the customer did not have the messaging part, so I had to call them. Then the phone, they didn't have, so it was just too much. So sometimes when they say leave at the door, sometimes the customers meet you at the door because they see you on the map, door. But anyway, they see you on the map, so usually they just come outside. So sometimes I kind of do like that, even though it is the co meaning vid. Okay. I kind of like that, especially when it gets dark, because it gets dark here at 5 o'clock. Okay. It gets dark everywhere at 5 o'clock, whatever, but not everywhere, but you know what I mean. So 5 o'clock, East Coast time, and it's just like, So I'm, not saying I need glasses, but it'd be dark, and some people don't be leaving their porch lights on. They don't make it, I'm not saying you gotta put a bat signal on, but they don't leave no type. Some people don't leave no type, but like, get out of here. Like, sometimes they be something be covering. One time I went to somebody's house, it was Halloween, the spider legs that they had, spider was covering. She's like, oh my God. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, so it's like, it's kind of hard, like, to look like, nobody got time to be like, especially when it's dark, you just want to hurry in, get in and go. So that's why I say you got to be careful too, because it's just like, you never know what's going on in this crazy world out here. So it's like, okay, so that's the only thing with that. So you gotta be, and be friendly, say hi, stuff like that, even if you gotta fake it or whatever the case is. I'm just genuinely, nice and things of that sort. So that's just me. You want to be friendly, you want to handle their food right. You don't want to just throw their food on the porch, like, boom, there you go, whatever like that, and take the picture. You know what I'm saying? Because they see you, but people be looking through the window and they say, oh, because on the ratings part, they have like handling the food, the friendliness, the communication, and stuff like that. So you want to make sure you're handling the food with care. Don't be eating their food. I didn't even know people was eating their food. I've been seeing this on the news and people saying stuff, whatever like that. You will automatically get terminated. Okay, don't be eating nobody's food. And also, like, I gotta say, I'm gonna come back with another because there's a lot of restaurants that are blacklisted from my list because of the certain things that they've been doing. But it's like with the tape, they put tape on the bags, but sometimes the tape be weak. So you better double up on that tape. Like, put another tape on that tape, or do something, or get some heavy duty tape, or whatever the case is. You are like McDonald's, for instance. They sit up there. They're not on the blacklist, but they tape don't be sticking. Pizza Hut too, you got a big cardboard box and you got that flimsy little tape on it. I'm gonna need for you to get some heavy duty tape or put some extra tape on there, so I don't want the customer thinking that I popped open the pizza or did something to the pizza or did something to their order, whatever the case is. So you better get some secure tape. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm like. But that's a little complaint there. But you just want to make sure, just try to retape it or seal it a little bit, so the customer won't think that you went in their food or whatever like that. Because I don't want nobody thinking I went in their food or disturbed their food or hover over their food or breathe on their food or nothing like that. Because I won't want nobody doing that to my food. You see what I'm saying? So, like, just make sure, or ask McDonald's. I think I ask, like, can you put extra tape right there? Or do you got some scotch tape, like, to scotch it down? I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, y'all just doing the most. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, so you just want to make sure you want to keep that communication with the customer. You also, if DoorDash is your best friend. If you're having issues or problems, make sure you let DoorDash know what's going on. Because I have stories where, I went to Dunkin' Donuts one time. I'm gonna say this one story. Went to Dunkin' Donuts one time. The person, Dunkin' Donuts didn't have the box of Joe for the hot chocolate, I believe. So, he said that we could do 4 extra large cups. So I was like, what? So in that instance, I'm like, so I think I'm gonna send DoorDash a message again, like, so in that type of instance, what do I do? Like, do I just tell the customer what happened, or just tell them to cancel the order? Because they just wanted to cancel that part, and then the manager came out and said they can't do that, they're gonna have to cancel the whole order and start over. I was like, you know what? And plus, this was only like $2 or $3, and I was like, see, that's what I get for getting the low pay grade of the thing. But anyway, I was just being nice because it was my first dash of the day, and I was just like, let me just start off with $2. It's okay, whatever. But a lot of people don't want to do that, but sometimes you can't help but get that. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, especially if it's a slow day. So, but sometimes I try not to get the $2.75 or $3 one, but it depends on how I feel, whatever. Like, if I want an extra couple of dollars and it's probably like almost towards the end of my shift, like, let me just make a couple dollars just to make this $50. You know what I'm saying? Or just to make this $20 or $30, something like that, whatever the case is. So it's up to your discretion with anything that you do, with the DoorDash app. So anyway, they was like, so I had to tell the customer, they had to cancel order. I had to contact DoorDash, and I do that through the text. And so that takes up, and on top of that, and see, this is crazy, when another order flies through and it like add to your route. I had another order to go somewhere, on my route, but I was dealing with the Dunkin' Donuts thing. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I had to contact the other customer and let them know that, something happened or like that, so they won't know what happened with their food, because again, they see you on the map, you know what I mean? So they want to make sure, like, okay, this person ain't trying to detour or try to take my food, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, they'll call and be like, hey, nobody didn't call me, but I mean, one time somebody called, but I think it's because I just took the order, and then they were saying that they've been waiting for a long time. I'm like, hey, this just flew through my phone, and I'm taking the order. Maybe somebody unassigned it, and then it just popped up again, because that could happen. At the last minute, somebody could unassign themselves. I'm like, you know what? I don't want it no more, and it's gone. And then it goes to, and then I guess they regenerate it and put it back out there, and then like that. So sometimes that could happen. So That's basically about that. But yeah, so and then it kind of messed me up. But my second route, I'm like, on my second order, I'm like, come on now. And then sometimes when I be going to certain restaurants, when they say it's not ready, like I said before, sometimes it don't be ready on the time. Sometimes you gotta wait an extra 10 to 15 minutes. And then sometimes I'll be one to unassign from the order, but I'm like, no, let me just stay here because this is the only order I have. And if it's a stacked order or whatever the case is, maybe I will unassign from it, because it's just like, I'm not gonna be sitting here waiting for this when I'm supposed to be at the other place. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard. You gotta use your discretion or whatever the case is. So it's kind of hard when it comes to that, because some restaurants be hard-headed, and it's just like, bro, you see this on here, this should be done. It's not, oh, wait a minute, I gotta wait for the hamburger, oh, I gotta wait for the cheese to melt. No, I'm gonna need for you to have it done when it's supposed to be done. I'm not waiting for nobody cheese. Have it done. What's so hard about it? Like, it's like crazy. But anyway, so I got a lot of other stories. I'm not gonna, bore y'all with it, because this video has been very long. And when I did the video before, because before I did a video like this, and it was just like too much or whatever the case is. And I was talking fast. I do talk fast. So those of you that are new to my channel, okay, I talk fast. Don't come for me. Oh, hello? Okay. But anyway, I digress. So that's it for DoorDash. I don't think I have anything else for DoorDash. DoorDash is pretty cool. You get money quick. Within like an hour or two hours, you can make like $20 to $30 or $40 real quick. 3 to 4 hours, depending upon how many orders you get. If you get them $8 back to back, 8, 14, 15, 18, 20. It depends on, if you're getting them high numbers, you're definitely gonna, whatever the case is. And DoorDash does not take out taxes. So I'm gonna need for you to save money. So when it's time for tax time, and the tax, your accountant be like, well, you owe this amount of money, or you need to give this amount of money, whatever like that, definitely save that money, because that's what I'm doing, saving money for just in case, because they do not take out any taxes, because you could definitely make well over $600 real quick. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you are doing those type of precautions, or saving receipts. I have to do like the mile thing, whatever they say. I forgot what it's called. I'll be watching this guy on YouTube called More Finance, and I need to watch what he said, like with the apps to use for the miles and stuff like that. So maybe I could show that to my accountant and stuff like that. Maybe I could get some type of money back, or adjust it in some way. I don't know. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But that's just basically about that. But, yeah, so DoorDash is a really good job. You should not be, embarrassed because you do DoorDash, because it is money. You do get paid. Okay? I don't understand why people make fun of people that are getting paid from a side job or a gig or whatever you want to call it. It's still a job. You're getting money. To those people that are jealous, they're probably mad because they can't do it, or they probably don't have the time to, and they see that you have the time to make extra money, and they can't make extra money because they stuck somewhere to where they're really constricted. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's probably a whole bunch of variables of things going on in their life, and they mad at you, or, laughing at you for what? Should not be embarrassed. So do your DoorDash. Do what you're supposed to do, because you're making money. It's money. Okay? So if you want to get, something real quick, an extra $20, $30 real quick, whatever like that, do that DoorDash real quick for a few hours and you Gucci. Okay? Like, people just be hating for no reason. Like, you could do it too, boo. Okay? I will show you the way. Okay? Like, people be getting mad, and it's just like, you be trying to put people up on game, and people would just be like, laughing. What are you laughing at? Maybe your face, but I don't understand. But anyway, I digress. Okay, nobody got time. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, so that's just basically about that. But yeah, so y'all, so I'm pretty much done. So basically just do you. All right. Be friendly, be nice, be careful, be safe. Use the safety precautions that we got during the co, and do what you're supposed to do. Okay, let's just try to just be safe out there. Okay, it's a lot going on, and that's just it. Okay, if I forgot anything, I'll definitely answer it in a video. If you want DoorDash story times, I do have them. Okay, I just spit some out today, but just to do a whole video on it, I'll do some story times or whatever, because it's some stories. Okay. Everything is not perfect with anything. There's some imperfections, but I still would recommend DoorDash. Okay, especially because if you got a reliable car, whatever the case is, definitely look into it. You know, if you just want something to do real quick on the side, you know, a couple of days out the week or a few days out the week after work on the weekends if you're not working, you know. So it's definitely you know, a cool job to do, and you're on your own time, you're on your own schedule, you don't have to worry about Sally, Jack, and Jane down your throat and stuff like that. So it's pretty Gucci. So yeah, so that's basically about that, you guys. All right, I am done. Sorry for keeping you this long, but thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, for that, thanks for watching. Peace, bye.